You know that feeling when you step on the scale after a week of perfect eating and workouts, only to see the number refuse to budge? You've counted every calorie, hit every rep, but your body seems to be working against you. Here's something that might shock you. The missing piece of your weight loss puzzle isn't hiding in your kitchen or your gym. It's happening every single night while you sleep, or more accurately, while you're not sleeping enough. I'm about to share something that over 800 Reddit users recently confirmed changed their lives completely. It's not a new diet, not a supplement, and definitely not another workout routine. It's something so fundamental that most people completely ignore it, yet it controls every hormone in your body that determines whether you burn fat or store it. We're talking about sleep optimization for weight loss, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why your sleep quality might be the most important factor determining your success or failure in losing weight. Right now, millions of Americans are trapped in a vicious cycle. They're working harder than ever to lose weight, but they're sabotaging themselves every single night without even knowing it. The problem isn't willpower. The problem isn't genetics. The problem is that we've been approaching weight loss completely backwards. Think about it. When was the last time someone told you that getting better sleep could be more important than your workout routine? When did a fitness influencer ever say that optimizing your sleep schedule could burn more fat than their latest ab routine? Never. Because sleep doesn't sell supplements or gym memberships. But here's what the research shows, and what thousands of people are finally waking up to. When you don't get enough quality sleep, your body immediately starts working against your weight loss goals. It's not subtle, and it's not gradual. It happens within hours of poor sleep, and it affects every single system in your body that controls weight management. Your hunger hormones go haywire, your metabolism slows down, your insulin sensitivity crashes, and your body starts storing fat instead of burning it. But here's what makes this even worse. Most people who are trying to lose weight are actually making their sleep problems worse without realizing it. They're eating late because they're busy with workouts. They're drinking caffeine to power through tired days. They're stressed about their progress, which keeps them awake at night. They're caught in a cycle where their weight loss efforts are literally preventing them from losing weight. The average American gets less than 7 hours of sleep per night. That means the majority of people trying to lose weight are fighting an uphill battle every single day. Their bodies are chemically programmed to hold on to fat, increase appetite, and resist weight loss, all because they're not getting enough sleep. It's like trying to drive a car with the parking brake on and wondering why you're not making progress. Let me break down exactly what happens in your body when you don't get enough sleep, because understanding this will change everything about how you approach weight loss. When you sleep less than 7 to 9 hours per night, your body produces less leptin and more ghrelin. These are your hunger hormones, and they control whether you feel satisfied after eating or constantly hungry throughout the day. Leptin is your satiety hormone. It's produced by your fat cells and tells your brain when you've had enough food. When you're sleep deprived, leptin levels drop dramatically. Your brain literally doesn't get the signal that you're full, so you keep eating even when your body has had enough calories. Studies show that just one night of poor sleep can reduce leptin levels by up to 30%. At the same time, ghrelin levels spike. Ghrelin is your hunger hormone, produced in your stomach, and it tells your brain when you need to eat. When you're tired, ghrelin production increases by up to 28%. So not only are you not getting the signal that you're full, you're getting an amplified signal that you're hungry, even when you've eaten plenty of food. But it gets worse. Sleep deprivation doesn't just make you hungrier. It makes you crave the worst possible foods for weight loss. When you're tired, your brain craves quick energy in the form of sugar and refined carbohydrates. This isn't a willpower issue. This is your brain literally rewiring itself to seek out the foods that will give you immediate energy but cause long-term weight gain. Research from the University of Chicago showed that sleep-deprived people consumed an average of 300 extra calories per day, and most of those calories came from high-fat, high-sugar snacks. That's over 2,000 extra calories per week, or more than half a pound of fat gain, just from poor sleep. Your metabolism also takes a massive hit when you don't sleep enough. Growth hormone, which is crucial for fat burning and muscle building, is primarily released during deep sleep. When you don't get enough deep sleep, growth hormone production can drop by up to 70%. This means your body burns less fat at rest and has a harder time building and maintaining muscle mass. Insulin sensitivity, which determines how well your body processes carbohydrates, also becomes impaired with poor sleep. When you're sleep deprived, your cells become resistant to insulin, which means your body has to produce more insulin to process the same amount of food. High insulin levels promote fat storage, especially around your midsection, and make it much harder to access stored fat for energy. Cortisol, your stress hormone, also becomes elevated with poor sleep. Chronic elevation of cortisol promotes fat storage, breaks down muscle tissue, and increases appetite. It's like your body is in constant survival mode, holding on to every calorie it can get and storing it as fat for future emergencies. But here's the incredible news. When you optimize your sleep, all of these processes reverse. Your hunger hormones balance out, your metabolism speeds up, your insulin sensitivity improves, and your body starts preferentially burning fat for fuel. People who get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night lose weight faster, maintain muscle mass better, and have an easier time controlling their appetite. The first step to optimizing your sleep for weight loss is understanding that sleep quality is just as important as sleep quantity. You can spend 9 hours in bed, but if you're tossing and turning, waking up frequently, or not getting enough deep sleep, you're not getting the metabolic benefits that promote weight loss. Creating the perfect sleep environment starts with your bedroom temperature. Your body needs to cool down to fall into deep sleep, so keep your room between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. This might feel too cool when you're awake, but it's optimal for sleep quality. Many people keep their rooms too warm, which prevents them from reaching the deep sleep stages where growth hormone is released and fat burning occurs. Light exposure is absolutely critical. Your circadian rhythm, which controls your sleep-wake cycle, is primarily regulated by light. In the evening, you want to minimize blue light exposure from phones, computers, and televisions at least 2 hours before bed. Blue light suppresses melatonin production, which delays sleep onset and reduces sleep quality. Consider using blue light blocking glasses or installing apps that filter blue light on your devices. In the morning, you want to get bright light exposure as soon as possible. This helps reset your circadian rhythm and ensures that you'll feel sleepy at the right time the following evening. Even 10 minutes of morning sunlight can significantly improve your sleep quality that night. Your pre-sleep routine should start at least 2 hours before bed. This is when you begin preparing your body for sleep, by reducing stimulation and signaling that it's time to wind down. Avoid large meals, intense exercise, and stressful activities during this window. Instead, focus on relaxing activities like reading, gentle stretching, or meditation. Meal timing plays a huge role in sleep quality and weight loss. Eating large meals close to bedtime disrupts sleep because your body is working to digest food when it should be focusing on repair and recovery. Try to finish eating at least 3 hours before bed. If you must eat something, choose a small snack that contains tryptophan, magnesium, or complex carbohydrates, which can actually promote better sleep. Caffeine has a half-life of 6 hours, which means if you have a cup of coffee at 2 p.m., half of that caffeine is still in your system at 8 p.m. For optimal sleep, avoid caffeine after noon or earlier if you're particularly sensitive. Remember that caffeine is found in chocolate, tea, and some medications, not just coffee. Alcohol is one of the biggest sleep disruptors, even though it might make you feel drowsy initially. Alcohol prevents you from reaching deep sleep stages and causes frequent awakenings throughout the night. Even one drink can significantly impact sleep quality. That Reddit thread with over 800 upvotes that I mentioned earlier? The top comment was about how cutting out alcohol completely transformed both sleep quality and weight loss results. Regular exercise improves sleep quality, but timing matters. Intense exercise raises your core body temperature and releases stimulating hormones like adrenaline. If you exercise too close to bedtime, it can keep you awake. Try to finish intense workouts at least 4 hours before bed. However, gentle activities like yoga or walking can actually promote better sleep when done in the evening. Stress management is crucial because stress and poor sleep create a vicious cycle. When you're stressed, you sleep poorly. When you sleep poorly, you're more stressed. This chronic cycle keeps cortisol elevated, which promotes weight gain and makes it even harder to sleep. Develop a stress management routine that works for you, whether it's meditation, journaling, deep breathing, or progressive muscle relaxation. Sleep consistency is more important than most people realize. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, helps regulate your circadian rhythm. When your sleep schedule is consistent, you'll fall asleep faster, sleep more deeply, and wake up feeling more refreshed. Try to stick to your sleep schedule within 30 minutes every day. Now let's talk about the specific strategies that can accelerate weight loss through better sleep. First, consider implementing a strategic carbohydrate timing approach. Eating a small amount of complex carbohydrates 2 to 3 hours before bed can actually improve sleep quality by increasing tryptophan availability in the brain. Good options include oatmeal, sweet potato, or a banana. Magnesium supplementation can significantly improve sleep quality for many people. Magnesium helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for helping you feel calm and relaxed. It also helps regulate melatonin production. The recommended dose is typically 200 to 400 milligrams about an hour before bed. Creating a sleep ritual signals to your body that it's time to sleep. This could be taking a warm bath, doing some gentle stretches, reading a book, or practicing gratitude. The key is consistency. When you do the same relaxing activities before bed every night, your body learns to associate these activities with sleep and begins preparing for rest. Temperature manipulation can be a powerful tool. Taking a warm shower or bath before bed causes your body temperature to rise temporarily and then drop quickly when you get out. This temperature drop mimics the natural cooling that occurs before sleep and can help you fall asleep faster. Now let's address the most common mistakes people make when trying to optimize sleep for weight loss. The biggest mistake is treating sleep as optional or something that can be sacrificed for other activities. Many people think they can get by on 5 or 6 hours of sleep and make up for it with caffeine or willpower. This approach completely undermines their weight loss efforts and actually makes everything harder. Another major mistake is inconsistent sleep schedules. Sleeping in on weekends might feel good, but it disrupts your circadian rhythm and makes it harder to fall asleep Sunday night. This creates a weekly cycle of sleep debt that affects your metabolism and hunger hormones throughout the week. Many people also make the mistake of using their bedroom for activities other than sleep. When you watch TV, work on your laptop, or scroll through your phone in bed, your brain starts associating your bedroom with stimulation rather than rest. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary dedicated solely to sleep and intimacy. Relying on sleep aids, whether prescription or over-the-counter, without addressing the underlying causes of poor sleep is another common mistake. While sleep aids might help you fall asleep, they often prevent you from reaching the deep sleep stages that are crucial for weight loss. They can also create dependency and don't address the root causes of sleep problems. Exercising too late in the day is a mistake that many fitness enthusiasts make. They think that if they work out hard enough, they'll be tired enough to fall asleep regardless of timing. But intense exercise elevates core body temperature, heart rate, and stress hormones for several hours, which can significantly disrupt sleep quality. Eating too close to bedtime is another major mistake. When you eat a large meal within 3 hours of bedtime, your body is still actively digesting food when it should be focusing on repair and recovery. This not only disrupts sleep, but also interferes with the natural fasting period that occurs during sleep, which is important for fat burning. Many people also make the mistake of trying to catch up on sleep debt over the weekend. While sleeping in might help you feel more rested temporarily, it doesn't fully reverse the metabolic damage caused by chronic sleep deprivation during the week. Consistency is much more important than trying to make up for lost sleep. Using screens right before bed is probably the most common mistake in our digital age. The blue light from phones, tablets, and computers suppresses melatonin production and can delay sleep onset by up to an hour. Even if you feel tired, your brain is still stimulated by the light exposure. The key to success with sleep optimization for weight loss is to approach it systematically. Start by tracking your current sleep patterns for a week. Note when you go to bed, when you fall asleep, how many times you wake up during the night, when you wake up in the morning, and how rested you feel. This gives you a baseline to work from. Choose 1 or 2 changes to implement first, rather than trying to overhaul your entire sleep routine at once. You might start with setting a consistent bedtime and wake time, or eliminating screens for the hour before bed. Once these changes become habits, you can add additional optimizations. Remember that sleep optimization is a long-term strategy, not a quick fix. You might notice some improvements in energy and appetite within a few days, but the full metabolic benefits can take several weeks to manifest. Be patient and consistent with your approach. The science is clear, and the results speak for themselves. When you prioritize sleep quality and quantity, weight loss becomes easier, more sustainable, and more effective. Your body works with you instead of against you. Your hunger hormones balance out, your metabolism speeds up, and your cravings for unhealthy foods diminish. This isn't about adding another item to your to-do list. This is about recognizing that sleep is the foundation that makes everything else possible. When you're well rested, you have more energy for exercise, better decision-making around food choices, and improved stress management. Sleep optimization doesn't just help with weight loss. It improves every aspect of your health and quality of life. Start tonight. Choose 1 change from what we've discussed and implement it consistently for the next week. Whether it's setting a consistent bedtime, eliminating screens before bed, or creating a relaxing pre-sleep routine, take action on something that resonates with you. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal, repair, and optimize itself when given the right conditions. Sleep provides those conditions. When you prioritize sleep, you're not just improving your weight loss results. You're investing in better energy, improved mood, enhanced cognitive function, and overall better health. If this information has been helpful, subscribe to the channel for more evidence-based nutrition and health content. Leave a comment below sharing which sleep optimization strategy you're going to try first. And remember, the best diet and exercise plan in the world can't overcome the metabolic disruption caused by poor sleep. Make sleep your priority and watch everything else fall into place. Sweet dreams, and here's to your success in optimizing both your sleep and your health.